Now is the time for you to start getting your social media ready for next year. As we wrap up this year, we want to make sure that your goals are aligned with your mission and purpose for the coming year to make sure you are as profitable as possible. So let me break down 5 things you need to be looking at right now, this week, to make sure that you are aligned for the goals and the mission that you have for the coming year. The first thing that we're going to look at is your biography. And this is incredibly important because you should be updating this every quarter inside of your business. We are making sure that we have a purpose-driven biography that shows your audience why they should be following you and how you can help them. This needs to be updated frequently to reflect what you're doing in your business right now. So now that we're at the end of the year, we need to think of your goals for this coming year and implement that into your biography right now. We're going to start small and we're going to build from there. So what are the most important things that people need to know about you? Certain social platforms have smaller biographies like TikTok than something like Instagram than something like YouTube that has a bit more space. So start with the most important thing. How do you help your person who is following you? This is not about you. We're not saying cat mom. We're not saying purveyor of words. We're not doing big flowery things. We're making it very simple as if a 5-year-old were going to be reading it. So how do you describe how you're helping them? Not what your job is, but how do you help people? What difference do you make? This allows them to understand how you benefit them and why they should be following you. So start small, use the smallest amount possible, get it in that TikTok bio, and then you can add things in from there as you have expansion in the other social platforms. So if you have not updated your bio, pause now and work on that. Very much in alignment with that, we want to make sure that we're updating your bio photo as well. You should be updating your photo at least a few times a year. This is going to allow people to see your new image. It's going to keep you top of mind, but it's also going to keep you relevant. We want to show people what you look like right now, what you're doing right now, and it should be something that is not a selfie. If it's grainy, if it looks like it was taken on your cell phone, if it looks like you took it on your cell phone, that's a problem. We need to make sure it looks professional, even if it's not a professional photo. Now, if you need help on this, I've got a full playlist of how you can take photos of yourself by yourself in minutes with your cell phone. It does not have to be complicated, but we have to make sure that you are posed well, that you are going to reflect your business and brand in your photos. We have to make sure that it's not grainy or pixelated, it's well lit. It's real easy to do it, and I've got tutorials on how to do it because I am a professional photographer of well over a decade. So I'm breaking down everything you need to know how to do it yourself or to do it with help from somebody next to you. Or if you have the ability to go with a professional photo shoot, do that. That's going to work best for you, but you can totally bootstrap this one as well. You want to make sure that you are updating it so that they can clearly see your face. It does need to be closer up. We don't want further away things because when they see your face, that helps deliver that trust factor and really build that up inside of your business so that they're more likely to work with you in the future. So have your face front and center and make sure you're updating this every few months so that people can see what you're doing inside of your businesses and keep you top of mind when it pings up inside of their feeds. Once you've handled that, we want to make sure that your links are fully updated inside of your bio. Now, there was a time when we said one link inside of your bio. We wanted to drive traffic to one thing. Usually that was your newsletter, but it could have been your YouTube channel. It could have been something else. And we wanted to make sure we did that because we didn't want to confuse people. When you offer them 3 doors they could walk through, they're probably not going to walk through any because they don't know which one to choose. We want to guide them and streamline them down one particular path or avenue inside of your business to then take action to sign up for something like your newsletter or to start to pay you for something inside of your business. This is no longer the case because we've changed the way that social media works. We understand that people are going to have something with multiple links on it, but you have to be very clearly descriptive over these links inside of something like your link tree. Now, we don't recommend you use Linktree. The social media platforms have said do not use that one. I recommend that you create a subdomain or a page on your website and have those links designed for mobile right there. It's very easy to do, and we've got tutorials on how to do your own website so you don't even have to pay anybody to do it. It's real easy to do that. You can check those out on the website, but you want to make sure that you have your links very clearly defined and you're guiding them down a path. If this is what you need, this is where you go. Then if you have affiliate links, you're going to be putting them in there as well. So now's the time to stop what you're doing and start updating your links. Which products are you still an affiliate of? If you're not an affiliate of them, it needs to go. If it's not something you want to focus on, that needs to go as well. You need to make sure you've got your tools and resources linked. You've got anything that people could potentially need from you linked, but linked in a proper way. So what's the most important thing that you need to drive traffic to today? think that they're probably your newsletter. So have that up top so that people can easily go sign up for your newsletter, so you always have that interaction and that link to them, even if social media disappears. Then you want to make sure you're driving traffic to maybe your social media platforms. Maybe you want to send them to the other social pages you have to make sure that they can stay in contact with you. However, if you only put the same content everywhere and there's nothing exclusive, don't do that, because it's going to hurt your views on all the platforms. So you're going to drive traffic to where you need them to go, and then you're going to guide the process of things like going to your website to pay you for your courses or your products or your whatever. You're going to guide them through affiliate links. You're going to guide them through all these things and have these in different sections and really refine it. You do not need everything in your links inside of your social media. Save the extra stuff for your website. Be very clear, very specific, and if it's something that's rotating in and out, like affiliate links where something's on sale, make sure you're cleaning those up every single week so that you do not have a messy link part of your bios. This is really important because this is how people have contact with you outside of that specific plan on your social platform. So you have to make sure that you stay up to date on that and only have the most relevant things linked on your social platforms. Everything else can go on tools and resources or other parts of your website. And speaking of your tools and resources page, you need to make sure that that's very clearly defined when it's linked inside of your social platforms or added to the caption in your YouTube channel. These tools and resources are going to be products or systems that you recommend to your students, your followers, your members to use outside of your own courses. Now, you can also include your courses, your products, things like that, but tools and resources can also include the camera that you film on or the lights that you use. People will often go to your content and they'll see the way that you've created something and want to know what you use to create it, even if it has nothing to do with your business. So we are refining and redefining our tools and resources page and make sure we're going very, very clear on what we are using. Again, this can be more fleshed out on your website if you're going to be putting this inside of your YouTube captions or your YouTube page in general. This is a really good time to refine that down, and you can drive traffic to lists of things as well. So let's say you are an Amazon affiliate, you have the ability to then link to your Amazon storefront where you've got the different sections. So instead of doing each individual thing, you can say the tech and gear on Amazon, or here are my ring lights, or here are X, Y, and Z, and here's the full list for it. So they can click through that to get over there. Now is the time to redefine your tools and resources page to make sure it is the most relevant for your audience right now. And I actually recommend that you take a look at this every quarter or so, just to make sure you're not recommending things that people don't really care about or they're not really clicking on. Take away anything, because the more noise we have, the less likely they are to click. So refine, redefine, keep it as condensed as possible for success. We're also refining and redefining what we're doing for our content pillars for the first quarter of this new year. So what types of content pillars are you going to be doing on your social platforms? Not all of your content has to fit within these pillars, but your pillars are a really good structure for you to be able to say, if it fits within these tiers, I can put this out and make it relevant to my business and help my people to take action and move forward in a business relationship with me. Your pillars are going to define what you're doing so that you stay within the framework of your business and you don't go crazy with what you're doing. Again, there will be some outlier content in this, but the vast majority of your content should fit within those content pillars so that we don't have those weird outliers that do not serve your purpose, waste your time, and could potentially hurt your relationship with your audience. So the clearer you can get on your content pillars, the better you're going to do. And these can change throughout the course of your business. In fact, this again is going to be one of those things I want you to redefine every quarter inside of your business. You could even kind of look at it monthly, but I go every quarter inside of your business to make sure you are in alignment with the content you are putting out. So this should be changing every quarter because you're evolving as an entrepreneur and your brand is developing as a brand as well. So this is going to change over the course of time. It's not going to stay the same forever and ever and ever, and should actively be changing, enhancing, and growing every quarter or so. So I want you to look at your pillars right now. What are the 5 to 7 main areas you are focusing on inside of your business? Now, in the course of that week, you should have content that hits at least most of, if not all of those pillars. And we talk about this a lot on the platform. So if you need help with this, go ahead and drop your questions down below. But now is the time to redefine them before you step into social media for this coming year so that you know very clearly and concisely what you're going to be focused on. And then you can bring in that outlier content if you want, but you have your dedicated focus, which then allow you to create even easier content, which literally takes you minutes. Speaking of which, If you are somebody who does not thrive with making content and it takes you forever and it's stressful and it's overwhelming and you never know what to create, I have so many resources for you in this coming year. We have even more. Between our 5-minute method and the way that we are literally handing you scripts to film, it's so easy to create your content. So make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell so that you can easily and quickly create content in under 5 minutes a day to become more profitable online, but spend less time doing it so you can get back to running your business and living your best life. If you have questions about this coming year in social media, drop them down below and stay tuned because we're dropping daily tips and tricks to help you navigate the social media platforms, learn the algorithms, and spend less time creating your content so you can make more money without the stress and overwhelm. I'll see you in the next episode.